In the wake of the Jeffrey Epstein debacle, the FBI declassified and released a trove of documents about the finders. And unlike the recent largely redacted and deleted Epstein document release, the FBI finders documents provide more clues into an alleged international child trafficking operation allegedly covered up by the State Department and FBI Foreign Counterintelligence. One of those documents reads, "During the execution of the search warrants by the MPD at the two finders' properties, U.S. Customs Services claims to have observed a substantial amount of computer equipment and documents purportedly containing instructions for obtaining children for unspecified purposes. The instructions allegedly included the impregnation of female members of the community, purchasing children, trading children, and kidnapping them. However, the investigation was quickly deep-sixed. The finders were led by a mysterious character known as Marion Petty, aka the Game Caller, posing as a spiritual leader professing futurism and cybernetics, similar to the interests of Jeffrey Epstein. Petty had an interest in infiltrating U.S. intelligence and had ties to the military-industrial complex elites. The documents also reveal a number of companies allegedly tied to the finders: Finders Transnational, the Information Bank, Future Enterprises, Women's Networking Service, and another which is redacted, companies with potential global threads. The Finders investigation from 1987 focuses on a self-described group of hippies attempting to live off the grid and raise their children away from the structural norms of American society in rural Virginia, as Derek Brose discovered after interviewing the leader of the Finders' right-hand man.
To learn more about Marion Petty, the Finders, and their relationship with the intelligence community, I sat down with longtime spokesman for the Finders, Robert Toby Terrell. Terrell wrote a book about his experiences with the Finders called The Game Caller, featuring one of the few known pictures of Marion Petty.
You have to have a little more background of what was happening in the culture at that time. There was a panic going on at that time. Now, what's going on now is that people are seeing a terrorist behind every bush. At that time, it was people were seeing child molesters behind every bush.
Nevertheless, on page 66, a Metro Police Department document reports that cages were discovered on the premises that witnesses revealed were used to keep children during their visits to the farm. The very same report goes on to reveal that an FBI report knew of at least one member of the Finders was passing information overseas concerning activities of the Central Intelligence Agency.
Terrell confirmed that Marion Petty spent his military career working closely with generals and intelligence officials, and that Petty worked as a chauffeur.
He already knew the first chauffeur, and that's where he'd gotten the information about the new chauffeur's job. And he said that he just stood there and gazed into the eyes of Henry Arnold until Henry Arnold consented. And that's how he spent World War II, as the chauffeur for all of the leading generals of World War II.
Suffice it to say, it would take at least a 3-hour documentary to explain the breadth and scope of these findings. Information like that of the Finders' documents has been made possible by unrelenting FOIA requests, growing public interest, and is only the tip of the iceberg. Slowly but surely, this puzzle may reveal to the public the lowliest forms of evil that inhabit the highest positions of power on planet Earth. John Bound reporting.